in a million years did you ever think that we would have an African American president? I didn't. Barack Hussein Obama II was born August 4th, 1961, in Honolulu, Hawaii. He was raised mostly in Hawaii. He was born to a white mother, Anne Dunham. She spoke mostly English, but also had some German, Irish, Scottish, Swedish, and Welsh accents. His father, Barack Obama Sr., was married a Lucanian man from Kigolo. The wonderful couple married in Waikili, Hawaii on February 2nd, 1961, 6 months before Barack was born. Barack attended the local Indonesian language schools at St. Francis Catholic Elementary School. In 1971, Obama returned to Honolulu to live with his maternal grandparents, Madeline and Stanley Dunham. He then attended a private college preparatory school with the aids of scholarships from 5th grade until he graduated high school in 1979. That gave him the nickname Barry. Barack lived with his mother and half-sister Maya in Hawaii for 3 years from 1972 to 1975. When his mother and half-sister returned to Indonesia in 1975, he moved back with his grandparents. Obama later reflected on his years on Honolulu and wrote the opportunities that Hawaii offered to experience the various cultures and climate of mutual respect. Obama also wrote and talked about using alcohol, marijuana, and cocaine during his teenage years. Barack was also a member of the Coon Gang, a name him and his friends made up while they spent time together smoking marijuana. After the bad decision, he graduated in 1979 and moved to Los Angeles and attended Occidental College. In February 1981, Barack made his first public speech for calling the Occidental to participate in the disinvestment from South Africa in response to the nation's policy to apprehend. Later in 1981, he transferred as a junior to Columbia University in New York City, where he majored in political science with especially in international relations and English literature. He graduated with a BA degree in 1983 and worked a year as a business international corporation when he was a financial researcher and writer. Then as a project coordinator for the New York Public Interest Research Group of the City College in New York City. In 1989, Obama met Michelle Robinson when he employed as a summer associate at a Chicago law firm of Sidney Austin. Robinson was assigned 3 months to Obama's advisor at the firm. She joined him at several social groups but declined his interest in dating. They began to date later that summer and engaged in 1991. And October 3rd, 1992, they were married. Then came the precious children in 1998, the first daughter, Malia Ann, followed by the second baby girl, Sasha, in 2001. The Obama's daughters attended the University of Chicago Laboratory Schools. When they moved to Washington, D.C. in 2009, the girls started to attend Sidewell Friends School. Even though Barack was not a religious man, Obama was a Protestant Christian whose religion was developed in his adult life. He described his mother as being a detached religion, yet in many ways the most spiritually awakened woman that he has ever known. As his father is a confirmed atheist, Barack explained how working with black churches and community organizing in his 20s understands the power of African American religion. So in January 2008, he told Christian Trinity Today, "I am a Christian." He became a member of Trinity United Church in Christ in 1992 and resigned in 2008. Because he moved to Washington, D.C., the Obama family attended several churches but did not attend church every Sunday. His religious views pushed him to be the political leader he is today. Obama entered Harvard Law School in the fall of 1988. He was selected as an educator of Harvard Law Review at the end of the year, president of the journal in his second year, and research assistant to the contextual law Lawrence tribe at Howard for 2 years. In the summers, he worked as an associate of law of Sidney Austin in 1989 and Hopkins and Shelton in 1990. He then taught continuing law at the University of Chicago Law School for 12 years, first as a lecturer from 1992 to 1996, and then as a senior leader from 1996 to 2004. He was elected to the Illinois state in 1996, succeeding Democrat State Senator Alice Palmer from Illinois' 13th District. He was re-elected to the Illinois state in 1998, defeating Republican Yishun Yabuda in general election and re-elected again in 2002. In January 2003, Obama became chairman of the Illinois State Health and Human Services Committee and Democrats after a decade in the minority and gained a majority. Obama was sworn in as a Senate on January 3rd, 2005, becoming the only Senate member of the Congressional Black Congress. Barack then announced on November 13, 2008, that he will resign his seat on November 16, 2008, to focus on his transition to become president. On February 10, 2007, Obama announced his candidacy for president of the United States of America. In front of the old state capitol building in Springfield, Illinois, numerous candidates entered the Democratic Party presidential primaries, and is narrowed down between Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. John McCain was nominated as a Republican candidate. Obama gained a steady lead and pledged delegates to better the long-range planning society, fundraising, domestic organizing, and many other different ideas. On June 7, 2008, Clinton ended her presidency and endorsed Obama. I can remember the day like it was yesterday, as my family and I sat in the living room and waited on the results. November 4th, Obama won the presidency with 365 votes over John McCain's 173 votes. He announced then, when it was announced, he was the first African American to be elected president. He delivered his speech in front of thousands of supporters in front of Chicago's Grant Park. The inauguration of Barack Obama as the 44th president took place on January 20, 2009. On April 4, 2011, Barack Obama announced his re-election campaign for 2012. And on November 6, 2012, Obama won. With 332 electoral votes over many other votes, he won for the second time in a row. And in conclusion, as you can see, that nobody always has an easy way through life. With all his moving from parents to grandparents, his misuse of drugs, he became a wonderful husband, a wonderful father to his two beautiful girls, a religious man, and the first African American president of the United States of America.